speech. But let's talk. Joining me now are two great new friends. Brad Woodhouse is Communications Director at the Democratic National Committee, and Sean Spicer is his counterpart at the Republican National Committee. And I have to tell you, I love you guys. But, Brad, I got to start with you. I often start with you because I see and hear things out there that I need explanations for.
Sure.
Extraterrestrial things. Let me get this right. The president is speaking to the Building Trades Council about infrastructure, okay? And all he does is bash rich people, okay? And never once mentions Keystone, which is the most shovel-ready infrastructure project possible. How is that possible? Never mentioned Keystone, Brad.
Larry, you are Johnny One Note. You and Sean Spicer are Johnny One Note when it comes to Keystone. Look, the facts are the facts, and look, this wasn't about class warfare. This was about this was about priorities. I mean, the president, and this is actually a fact. The president sent a jobs bill to Congress. He said, let's fund these infrastructure projects that would create hundreds of thousands of jobs, and no one disputes that we have crumbling bridges, crumbling roads, we have infrastructure needs, we need high-speed rail. Republicans said no, but they have.
We spent $831 billion on stimulus one. $831 billion. That's a lot of money for roads and bridges.
Well, look, first of all,
and as far as Keystone, you want to talk about priorities, this is the first time that the Republican National Committee's probably said, yeah, we agree with the AFL-CIO building trades, but their #1 priority, according to their president, is Keystone equals jobs.
Well,
in their opinion, 20,000 to 500,000 jobs.
Here's the thing about the Republicans. Here's the thing about the Republicans' message on this. You couldn't find a message with a flashlight and two hands. One day you're saying that the president is in the pocket of big labor. The next day you're using big labor's words against the president.
But
the truth is you have no credibility.
You have
no credibility on the issue. You have no credibility on the issue of jobs and the economy. Your president ran the economy into the ground.
Brad Woodhouse, hang on a second. You know, all right, I'm going to direct this at Sean. I'll let Sean answer because Brad's got a little more time. But the point is, Sean, the most shovel-ready infrastructure position is the Keystone Pipeline. The Building Trades Council, who Obama spoke to today, all are in favor of the Keystone Pipeline project. Right. And literally hundreds of thousands of jobs are at stake. Blue-collar jobs, construction jobs. Sean, is this going to be continuing as a campaign issue? Because there's going to be another vote. I think Obama's not going to be able to get around this. I mean, I just don't see how he gets around this, Sean.
Right.
How does he get around this?
For 3 years, this administration has given unions everything that they want. The stimulus project, UAW bailout for General Motors, you name it, NLRB,
I'm glad you're still against the auto rescue, Sean.
Everything that they wanted. The one time that we actually agree with them, that Keystone equals jobs, is the one time that he actually caves and sides with the environmentalists.
Brad Woodhouse, let me switch gears a little bit. Does President Obama support Occupy Wall Street? The May Day parades are going to be tomorrow. Parades, protests, whatever. Is he a supporter of Occupy Wall Street?
Well, look, I think the president has said, and I think we have said many times, that the sentiment that you hear from people that have been involved in the Occupy protest actually very similar to some of the sentiment you've heard on the Tea Party side. People want to see institutions working for their benefit, and they often, especially with this Republican control of the House, don't feel like institutions are working for their benefit. They have anxiety about the economy. But this issue isn't about Occupy Wall Street or class warfare. This issue is about making the investments that would create jobs. Republicans do not want to. Republicans do not want.
There are millions of Americans struggling to find work. We shouldn't be blocking those from getting work that have a job.
Invest in infrastructure.
One at a time. Go ahead, Sean.
Larry, we have passed a stimulus. $831 billion was passed. The president got everything he wants. For 2 years, he had a supermajority in the House. Brad, let me finish.
2/3 of that was tax cuts.
Brad, chill. Let me finish. Here's the deal. For 2 years, you guys controlled everything. You had a supermajority in the House, a 60-vote majority in the Senate. You controlled everything. You got everything you wanted, and now you want to go back and blame George Bush. You want to blame the weather. You want to blame everybody but yourselves. For 2 years,
you did pass a lot of policies,
and nothing changed.
That's insane, Sean. We're not losing 750,000 jobs a month.
And now you're going to support a group that's under
losing 750,000 jobs a month.
Guys,
the Occupy folks are trying to block people from getting to work.
You're both missing the point. The Republicans just passed a 6-month extension of the highway bill. I think 6 months is a terrible idea. But the key point in there is Keystone.
They're sitting on the transportation bill.
No. They got it through the House. You're wrong. It's passing the Senate. It's in conference committee right now. Let's be honest. It's in conference committee. 6 months is a lousy idea. But the key to the whole infrastructure debate is Keystone. I'm sorry, Brad. I do not understand how President Obama, he can blame millionaires. He can blame billionaires. He can side with Occupy Wall Street. But he's speaking to the trades union, the construction guys at the AFL. He cannot get around Keystone, Brad. This is one of the worst political mistakes and worst economic mistakes he's made.
Larry, one project is not the infrastructure the entire country needs. And by the way, if the building trades were so upset at the president over Keystone, why did they receive him so warmly today? Because they know that he's the one that's committed to real infrastructure projects all over the country.
They've gotten everything else they wanted for the last 3 years.
High-speed rail, all of which the Republicans oppose.
He'll probably have more flexibility after this election.
They'd rather pass more tax cuts for the wealthy.
Sean Spicer, I'll give you the last word real quick, please, buddy.
Oh, my God,
like I said, I think these unions have gotten 3 years of everything they wanted. The president's probably telling them, hey, give me a pass for a couple months and I'll give you Keystone. I just need to placate the environmentalists for once. So I think that you're going to see...
I should get the last word when I come on this show.
No, I gave you the first word. I always give you the first word. You guys are both
like a Democrat. You want the first and the last.
The answer to Sean Spicer's question is 4 letters, NLRB. Anyway, Brad Woodhouse, Democratic National Committee, Sean Spicer, Republican National Committee. Thank you, gentlemen, as always. All right, I'm learning to love those guys. I think they're going to be regulars on our show. Up next tonight.